There's a saying, sa bawat panahon may dugo. Shake, Rattle, and Roll is not just any film franchise. It's one of the longest film franchises in Asia and in the world. Watching Shake is like taking a trip through Philippine horror history that started over 40 years ago. In fact, I think Shake is a lot older than some of the fans here tonight. And honestly, I wish I could say the same for myself, but it's not gonna happen for me. But in 1990, I just want to say, a 7-year-old boy watched his first horror movie in a theater with his grandmother. At the time, that was my first horror movie experience in a theater. It was my first Shake. It was Regal's first Shake. It was Shake, Rattle, and Roll 2, and it happened during the Metro Manila Film Festival. And this iteration of Shake was iconic. It had a number of big stars like Janice de Belen and Madeline Reyes, who are here with us tonight. It had Carmina, Joey Marquez, and Eddie Gutierrez. It had iconic episodes like Multo, Kulang, and my personal favorite, Aswang. Since then, for generations, you've joined us in this fight against evil. From Nanay and Undin, to the LRT Monster, to Ahas, Flight 666, Class Picture, the damn wedding dress, and even the Bakulit na Christmas tree. So people always ask, I always see this debate online, what is the best Shake, Rattle, and Roll episode? And if you look at people's comments, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, there's no clear answer. Why? And I think the answer is simple. Shake, Rattle, and Roll belongs to every generation and to every Filipino who grew up watching these stories. And tonight, we begin a new era. We introduce Shake, Rattle, and Roll to a whole new generation of fans during this year's Metro Manila Film Festival. With Evil Origins, we will honor the past. We will maintain our iconic 3-episode structure, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Each episode will be its own story that's complete with its own cast and production team. And we bring back some of our iconic stars, like Carla Abellana, Janice de Belen, and of course, Madeline Reyes. And with our characters, you will continue to scream, laugh, cheer, and cry with them. But with Evil Origins, of course, we will bring something new and bold to the series. Each episode will have a distinct look, its own tone, and its own kind of horror. Each episode will immerse you into a different timeline as we take you through 1775, 2025, and of course 2050. And with this Shake, we'll have a new set of cast members that will join the SRR family for the first time. And you'll meet all of them here today. And finally, with this Shake, and for the first time ever, all 3 episodes are connected by a single myth. So with Evil Origins, we'll bring you on a cinematic journey across past, present, and future, introducing all of you to a new cycle of evil that will terrorize generations. So with that said, welcome to Shake, Rattle, and Roll Evil Origins, MediaCon, where every era bleeds. So to begin with our festivities, I would like to bring up our amazing writers. From episode 1, we have Noreen Kapili. Episode 2, we have Onay Salas. And finally, for episode 3, we have Gina Marisa Tagasa. And then finally, I'd like to call up JP Abellera, our entertainment head, or our content head at Regal.
Thank you very much, Keith. Kumusta naman kayong lahat dyan? I hope you're having a great time right now. So, as mentioned by Keith, this year, we're trying to do something new with Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Pero at the same time, we're still honoring the generations-long legacy of the franchise. And to do that, we're going to present to you stories that are different, yet, guys, mark my word, connected. Yeah. And to do that, kailangan namin taling stories across past, present, and future. And we're very glad that we have the best writers in the Philippine film industry now to talk about those episodes First off, we have the creative manager of the project and one of the writers of the first episode, Miss Noreen Capili.
Hello, good afternoon. So, eto na nga. The first episode is set 250 years ago, in 1775, wherein a holy place is attacked by an evil force. Our challenge as creators, as writers, is how to create fear na hindi nagsisigawan. Kasi our characters are nuns. So they are women bound by prayers, silence, obedience, diba? So we want to create fear that slowly and quietly creeps in. While writing din, mapapatanong ka rin na kung yung simbahan, pinasok na ng demonyo, ng kasamaan, ng kadiliman, saan ka kakapit? If prayers and your religion and faith are not enough to save you, ano pa ang tatakbuhan mo? That's where family comes in. So at its core, para siyang sisters na nag-choose to be together para labanan ang evil forces. So sometimes, kapag hindi enough yung paniniwala o yung religion, it's your courage within you and it's your love that will save you. So that's episode 1 for you.
Thank you very much, Noreen. Okay, so that's the first episode, 1775. The second episode is 2025. And one of our writers is here, one of the writers of the second episode. We have Miss Onay Sales Camero.
Good afternoon po. Ayun po. So from episode 1 nga na sobrang tahimik, sobrang matagal panahon, yung episode 2 ay very young at very maingay kasi set siya sa isang party sa present time. Ito na yung Gen Z story. So as one of the writers, ang naging challenge namin nung sinusulat siya ay yung fact na multi-character siya. So kailangan ilabas yung uniqueness ng kada character. Kailangan makita yun in such a short time kasi nga one-third lang siya ng film. So yun, yung makikita niyo yung strength, kung paano yung kanya-kanyang strength nagamit nila para matalo yung evil entity. So na kahit magkakaibang tao sila or hindi sila magkakasundo to begin with, kailangan nilang mag-work together. Tapos yung going back dun sa kanya-kanyang strength, ano siya, parang tayong lahat. May kanya-kanya tayong strength para labanan yung kanya-kanya rin nating kadiliman at kasamaan kung ano man yun sa buhay natin. So yun po yung episode 2.
Thank you very much, Onay. So from 775 to 2025, and now we go to 2050. And one of the writers is here, Miss Gina Marisa Tagasa.
Yes. Thank you. We now come to the final episode, which is set 25 years from now. And imagine this. The Philippines, our nation, is in total devastation. There's drought. Huwag naman sana mangyari. There's drought, there's hunger, and we are overrun by flesh-eating creatures. We call them aswang. Ito yung bagong breed ng mga aswang, hindi po mga buwaya, aswang po. So, a future Philippines overrun by a new breed of aswang. So, as mentioned, no other nation helps us. So, ang sakit, di ba? Walang tumutulong sa atin. We face them alone. So, hope lies in family ties and faith. Dito po magra-rise ang isang matinding family. They will rise above this chaos. And then, lahat po ito ay manggagaling sa strong faith in God. Kahit po whether it's 1775, 2025, kahit po sa future pa rin, family pa rin po ang napaka-strong bond and ties. We can even defeat the supernaturals if we have that strong faith in God. So episode 3 connects 1775, yung pong tatlong yun, 2025 and 2015. Then everything will make sense. So we are excited for you to watch this movie kasi iba po talagang horror experience ito, and let's all shake, rattle, and roll together. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to our amazing writers. Thank you, JP. And so, to start bringing the story from paper to screen we have to build the world of Shake, Rattle, and Roll Evil Origins. So with that said, we want to show you a little bit of video of some of the work the team did to bring this story to life. I have the pleasure of introducing our next speaker, the President and CEO of Regal Entertainment, Mr. Sal Monteverde.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see everyone here. My friends from the media, and I would like to acknowledge Tita Annabel Rama, Leo Katikbak, the fan groups, of course, the production staff, and the cast. Okay, ang shake kasi naging tradisyon na. So ano bang tradisyon? Diba? So ang tradisyon, tayo ba'y dapat susunod sa tradisyon or i-break natin yung tradisyon? Pero ang shake, wala sa dalawa. Ang shake, ang tradisyon ng shake is always excellence. Yun ang aming tradisyon for Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Every year, or maybe there are some years na hindi kami nakakapag-produce ng shake kasi wala pa kami naiisip na konsepto. Pero kasi, sa totoo lang, mahirap. Mahirap talaga makaisip ng konsepto. Makabuo na isang Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Ngayong taon na to, sinumulan namin ang pagbuo nito since maybe I would say 2 years ago. So from brainstorming, napag-usapan namin kung anong takbo ng Shake. Ito na nga ang past, present, future. Ano pa ba pwede natin maibigay para maiba ang Shake? Gawin natin connected. So ito yun, ang connected na episodes ng Shake. Hindi kayo pwedeng umalis ng sinihan na hindi nyo napapanood ang 1, or napapanood ang dulo, o napapanood ang gitna. Kaya, ang excellence din namin na ina-achieve dito ay sa production value, sa technical aspects, sa storytelling, syempre sa aming mga direktor na magagaling, and also syempre sa design, pati sa mga artista. So ngayon, kasama namin ngayon ang mga direktor na ang mga direktor. Wala ang Shake, Rattle, and Roll kung hindi mailagay sa katotohanan at sa reality ang mga vision ng producer at storywriter. At eto na sila, ang aming directors ng Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
That's it. First, I'd like to call the director of our first episode, 1775, Shugo Praiko.
And of course, for the episode of Shake, Rattle, and Roll 2050, Direct Ian Lorenz.
And finally, I just want to acknowledge the director of 2025, episode 2, Joey de Guzman, who will join us via video later on. All right, so Direct Hugo, I pass out to you for the first episode.
Look, our story begins in 1775. What is fascinating and challenging in this episode for me is to find that, for us, is to find that kind of mix. A horror that is not just terrifying, but also deeply meaningful. This story explores fears that was deeply rooted generations before, years before, but still haunting us till now. It's not just a fear that came from the supernatural, it's also a fear that's coming from silence, control, and the things that they taught us that never to question. Because we believe that the real horror stories, like the unforgettable episodes of this iconic franchise, those that work are horror that is rooted in real life. So, thank you very much for coming here. We're very excited to show you our episode, our story.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ian Loreñas. I'm the director of the episode 3. Ayun, okay na, sinasabi naman na ni Malay na yung about the story. Pero siguro, what I can say is how I got inspired or what was my mindset when we were doing the film. Nag-look back ako sa during the COVID pandemic, and there are no specific words about the pain, the tragedy of us all of us, I'm sure we've lost family, a neighbor, a friend, a loved one. So I drew to that inspiration na sinabi ko, itong pelikula is like an allegory, it's like an ode to that stage of our generation na na-survive natin yun. Siguro, yun yung naging inspiration sa akin na it's about the survival of humanity during this harsh situation, this harsh present situation. Tapos, inisip ko rin na what kind of fear that we can induce to the audience. Kasi since, like na-mention ng Shake and other horror films, halos natakil na nila karamihan ng what kind of fear. So, ito, we try to make it more subconscious na it's about fear of the unknown, fear of not knowing what goes tomorrow, kung buhay pa ba tayo, kung buhay pa ba yung mga loved ones natin, na ang enemy natin ay ang environment na kung saan tayo nabubuhay. So, ayun, yun po ang nagpo sa akin ng inspiration at ng courage para gawin tong episode 3. And I feel na it will be an experience kasi sa panahon ngayon na we go to the cinema is we go for that overwhelming experience. So, yun po. Salamat.
Joey De Guzman, who's joining us by video.
Hi everyone, sorry I couldn't be there today. Currently in Seoul, South Korea, attending a wedding for my friend. When I first heard about episode 2, they said that they wanted something fun and scary to watch. And translating that to the set, the cinematography and the performances actually came quite naturally because we set out to experiment, try new things we haven't done before personally. So my favorite example would have to be the dance sequence. Rolling. I do believe that episode 2 contributes to the legacy of Shake, Rattle and Roll because from the beginning we set out to try new things and we actually enjoyed doing them, which resulted in somewhat a fresh experience, not only for the viewers but also for us as the people who made it. And in the end we got what we wanted, which is a slasher film that is fun, thrilling and scary to watch. So I hope that everyone enjoys it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Creatives at saka yung cast, like how challenging was the process? You mentioned earlier 2 years in the making itong film na to. Thank you.
So the questions for our CEO and President, Ms. Rosel, Ms. Natalie, no? Kailan ba ganito kaganda at kagagawa po ang cast natin?
How are you able to pull off this casting coup?
Paano nga ba, Natalie? Alam mo, sa totoo lang, mahirap i-achieve. Mahirap talaga i-achieve na magkaroon ng napakagaling cast at saka nag-cross sa different generations. Di ba? Mane, bata pa si Mane, 5 years. When you started, you were singing on top of the dining table in the house of my mom. Okay, pero natutuwa ako kasi, syempre from the heart, pinili namin itong mga artista. Syempre basing from the expertise nila. Diba? So, at saka yung, saan ba sila bagay? Sino bang babagay dito sa character na to? So, yun talagang unang-una naming criteria. Kung sino talaga babagay dito sa character na to. At magagampanan na napaka on point sa characters nila.
Yeah. I have nothing really else to add. It took us one year to put this cast together, but all the effort was worth it to bring all these people to the big screen.
How about the directors? And I noticed po yung writing team natin, all female. I wonder ano yung naging motivation sa pagpili ng directors natin, tsaka in the creatives, I mean.
Well, Of course, the number one criteria is, mahilig horror fan ka ba? So yan ang number one. And the rest is JP Abelera can answer that. JP, where are you, JP? The head of our content? Yan.
Kaya JP makatakas siya eh.
Thank you. Sobrang kami natutuwa kasi na-acknowledge yung contribution ng creative team. So, nahirapan talaga kami kasi when we started developing Shake, Rattle, and Roll, sabi ni Miss Rosel, JP, meron akong isang requirement sa'yo. Dapat gandahan mo to at makapasok siya sa MMFF. Yan. So, nag-isip talaga kami, no? Kasama ko sila Noreen Capili, sila Onay, sina Marengina, tapos yung mga concept brainstormers pa kami. And isip namin agad, what will make this big, no? Sila Onay kasi, ano na yan, writers na namin dati si Onay, Northern Lights, tapos marami pang nagsulat na movies na horror ni si Onay like Punarani ng SRR. Si Noreen naman, work also on Shake, Rattle, and Roll Extreme. Si Marengina, nako, lahat ng mga horror ng legal dati, sila talaga nagsulat niyan. So, yung expertise sila as writers, and also I would like to acknowledge we have another writer, si Alex Castor, na isa ring magaling na writer sa television. So, lahat sila mahilig sa horror, so we mined their expertise, ginamit namin lahat ng mga nabasa ng libro, narinig nilang kwento, to create a story that will span from 1775 to 2050. So, yun po yung ginamit namin. And as for the directors po, hinanap talaga namin the best directors who can tell the story. Sinong magaling sa supernatural horror? Si Shugo Praico yun. Sinong magaling sa slasher film? Si Joey De Guzman yun. Sinong magaling sa survival horror? Si Ian Lorelios yun. So we made sure na yung combination ng writers and directors would be the perfect match also to the great cast that we have for this movie. Ayun po, thank you.
Grabe naman yung JP. Ang husay magpaliwanag. Totoo din naman talaga. Expert in tatlong sa genre na magaling sila.